it's Alice Dreger coming to you today as East Lansing Info's founder and publisher, and I'm going to rant just a little bit, so bear with me. It's like 85 degrees, but I put on lipstick for you. I even put on eye makeup, even though I have an eye infection, and I put on my mother's pearls, because that's my understanding of what you're supposed to do when you're a local society lady trying to raise money for a really good cause. So just give me 3 minutes of your attention. So East Lansing Info is a non-profit, non-editorial local news site that I created because as I looked around East Lansing, a town that I love and I've lived in for 20 years, what I saw was that we don't know what's going on. We don't know where we can go for food, for entertainment. We didn't know what's going on in our city government, what's going on at our school board. People would tell me snips and snaps, but all I could do is get little bits of information. I wanted good, accurate, nonpartisan information. And I know my neighbors wanted the same. So in 2014, I founded East Lansing Info, which is a 501c3 nonprofit. And what it does is use local people to do reports on things that are of importance to the community. It does community building and it does community information. And it allows us to find out what the heck is going on around here. It's incredibly important to so many people. But the same reason Eli exists, which is people don't want to pay for news, and that's why local news systems have to be nonprofit, is the same reason people don't want to donate, because they think news should be free. They're used to the internet bringing them everything for free. Eli operates on practically no money. It operates on about $36,000 a year total. It keeps the money in the community, but I need that amount of money to keep it going. I don't make any money off of Eli. I donate, frankly, a lot of money to Eli. But I need your help to make it possible to raise enough money to keep Eli going day to day, to keep these fantastic reporters doing the work that they're doing. People tell me they love what we are doing, that they love what we bring to the community. It gives them so much important information and so much useful information. But they don't click to just pledge to us $10, $20, $25 to our Kickstarter campaign, which only has a couple of days left. It ends Friday at midnight, and I need a lot more people to donate. So let me tell you, today is payday, and I want to tell you how fantastic this month alone has been. This is what we've had in Eli just in the month of May 2016. Roz Arch, who's a young reporter, reported for us on Joyride Pedal Tours, which is a new cool bike tour thing in town. Char Bakian reported to us on what's going on with the library closure as they do renovations. Sheila Taylor told us what the Friends of the East Lansing Public Library are doing while the library is closed, and also told us about the dedication upcoming of Corey Cafagna Park, a park named after a young boy. Cassandra Erickson reported for us on the LGBTQ prom that was held recently at the People's Church for area youth. And her mom, Talena Erickson, reported for us on the Dragoo Family Jazz Night at the high school. We, by the way, have 2 sets of mother-daughter reporters at Eli now, and we have over 75 reporters working for us. Many of them volunteer, but a few of them get paid a little. We also had John Kloswick and Mike Teager report for us on the city attorney getting a contract renewal. Mike Teager also covered for us the Chesterfield Hills permit parking controversy. Caitlin Leppert reported for us on the ban of tobacco products at MSU, and also on a stigma-fighting poet who presented at the Arts Festival. Sam Sprague presented on street musicians at the Art Festival, and also on an annual swap meet that happens every year. He also wrote about a new local underground music scene and more. Peyton Lombardo brought us news on the MSU Craft Show. She also talked about, did a report for us on the East Lansing Educational Foundation annual golf outing and dinner. She covered a group of students who are promoting the understanding of honeybees in East Lansing. Chris Root wrote for us on the latest tax increment financing deal, and in fact it was awesome because a member of council said, this is like the only town you can go to where people understand tax increment financing, and that's because of Eli. And she wrote about how it differed from previous TIF deals. Chris also went to all these dreadful budget meetings that council had to do and reported for us on fee hikes and parking increases. She also wrote a cool article talking about what you can forage for in the wild spots of East Lansing during the spring. Shannon Schmoll, who is the director of Abrams Planetarium, wrote for us on the transit of Mercury and what the Abrams Planetarium did for the transit of Mercury. Anna Lynn Slocum, our newest reporter, wrote for us about pump stock coming up this weekend, and also how to have an all-year terrarium in East Lansing. Caressa Wheeler, who's our schools reporter, covered the school board for us, going every time there's a school board meeting. She covered this month the school budget. She also covered the district's treatment of transgender students. She also dealt with the issue of the lead persisting in our schools' drinking fountains. I myself, again, I work volunteer, but I need your help. I reported on questions people had about recycling, like what do you do with a peanut butter jar? What's the most environmentally appropriate way to deal with that? Is the bus rapid transit a done deal? Why does MSU have problems with bus rapid transit? Why did MSU cut down all the trees? when people have questions, they come to Eli and they say, I need to know the answer to this question, and we find out the answers for you. I also reported on how East Lansing is missing out millions of dollars a year because we've not had a franchise agreement with the Board of Water and Light. I also reported on a FOIA lawsuit being settled against the East Lansing police, and on a $4 million parking garage repair, etc., etc. Our managing editor, who's fantastic, Ann Nichols, brought us weekly roundups of things you can do on the weekend. She also wrote about Travis Stoliker joining the Eli board. She reviewed Los Tres Amigos for us. She brought us a remembrance of Dick Estelle, the radio reader who many of us listened to for many years. She brought us an update on the downtown demolition schedule for the blighted buildings. So much this month for you. We bring this stuff to you every single month, and I just need your help. I've only got like 30 people so far who have donated to the Kickstarter campaign, and that includes myself. And I need you to get up and to click on our Kickstarter campaign and pledge a little bit of money, because the way Kickstarter works is if by Friday at midnight we don't reach our $15,000 goal, we don't get that money. I can nag all those people to give me the money anyway, and many of them will do so. But what we're trying to do is build momentum here, to say to everybody, we need everybody to do their part. Everyone who uses Eli. You know, it's easy for people to love 100 articles of Eli and dislike one, and to say the one they disliked is the reason they won't donate. Well, think about all the stuff you do love about Eli, the importance we bring to this community. I am so proud of it, and I know many of you participate in it and read it and use it, and I want you to just invest a little bit of money in it. Most of the money stays local, really does. About 95% of our money stays local. The only money that goes non-local is stuff we have to pay, for example, the IRS when we start it up. Otherwise, it's staying here. We need your personal help. The grant writing committee of Eli, which is fantastic, I recruited 3 people who are very successful at getting grants to do grant writing for Eli. They met on Sunday of this past weekend, Memorial Day weekend, in order to try to get us some big grants, and we're working on those. But in the meantime, I really need your help. Your donations are tax deductible. We are an IRS-recognized nonprofit organization. The money stays in the community. Friday is the deadline. Friday at midnight. I need $15,000 total raise. That's practically nothing compared to what we bring you, and it'll help us go for many more months. So please, the coffers are low. I really need your help. Go to eastlansinginfo.org. Look for the article that says this is where you get the link. Click on the link and pledge. And I need your help now to pledge now, because I need it by Friday at midnight. Thanks so much.